guys, welcome to the premiere episode of Soapy Sudsy Storytime, where I tell you guys ghost stories while I take my bubble bath. So this is a story my girl Kara told me about the time she believed she hooked up with a vampire in New Orleans. So Kara was all set to go out with a couple of her friends one night, but they ended up bailing on her at the last minute. So she was like, fuck your story then, I'm gonna go out and party on Bourbon Street by myself. Caveat, if you're gonna do that, don't do that. If you do, just be very, very careful. And don't bump elbows with anyone. But that is a story for another bath. So Kara's out drinking and dancing and going to bars. She is having a blast. So she ends up at this 24-hour arcade. And it's like one of those arcades for grown-ups with like adult beverages, video games, bowling. And she meets this guy at the bar who she had described as inhumanly gorgeous. She said he was so chiseled he had looked fake. She said he had these piercing green eyes. So she was like, yes, please, I will have 2 scoops of that with sprinkles.
She said it was instant chemistry. They're laughing, dancing, he's buying her drinks, they're playing games, and he had paid for everything.
He got that Dracula coin, you know how I'm saying? You're asking yourself, like, Jenna, why are all vampires rich? Baby, you've been alive since 1860 and you still poor. You need to just step out into the sun. So I guess they had one of those photo booths there, and at one point she was like pulling him into the photo booth. She said he got like really weird about it, like he didn't want to go in there. So she was just like, whatevs, like he's just being shy. So she pulled him into the booth and they're like taking their pictures and stuff. And then when they came out of the booth, she said he went to snatch the photos out of the tray like immediately. But she had just thought that he was being playful, like it was a game. So she grabbed the pictures from him and she shoved them into the pocket of her jeans. And she was like, oh, if you want them, you gotta come get them from me. And so that was all the invitation your boy needed, okay? Because he started getting a little frisky. And they end up in a dark corner in the back of the arcade, and they are making out like hardcore. And big surprise, we got a biter. And she said at first it just started out as little love bites, but then she said it was almost like he was trying to push it just to see how far he could go. And she had said that at the time she was aware of it, but he was just so hot that she didn't care, like she was just going with it. And she had been drinking. We listen, we don't judge. So he invites her back to his place and she says yes. But apparently there's 7 minutes in heaven. It spans several hours because when they got to the front door, the sun was coming up. The sun was coming up. The sun was coming up. Say it with me. So he freaks out. She said he ripped his hand away from hers and he bolts back into the arcade. So she's obviously like, what the fucker, Scotch? So she goes running after him, but he has dis-a-fucking-peared. He's just gone. She could not find him at all. So she gets home and does a little inspector detecting because she wants to see this guy again. So she Googles his name and apparently an article popped up with his name and his photo died 1997. Bonus footage. So then a few days later, she's doing laundry and she finds the photos in her jeans pocket that they had taken in the photo booth. He's not in any of the photos. So what do you guys think? Is that all just a series of strange coincidences, or did my girl spend a night fang banging? And I'm going on record right now. I will own any vampire's undead ass at skee ball. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you have a creepy story that you want me to tell next time, you can also leave that down below or DM me. So for now, I'm gonna go rinse off and I will see you guys the next time I pour a little bubbly. Good night.